In this Field Values video overview, I'll show you what Field Values is and how it can help you manage your farm by providing you field details when and where you need them. You'll start by going to the link entering your personalized login. Popular web browsers can save your login so you don't have to enter it each time. When you click Login, you'll arrive at the dashboard with a list of all your fields. This is designed for easy access, particularly when using a touchscreen. This list of your farm's fields can be numbered or customized as field names to match your operation depending on how you refer to your fields. Here we'll look at field number 40. First, there is no details on the top here, so we'll click Change Field or Crop Specifics. This will let us fill in details like the field name, legal information, where the field is, what crop we're planting, and how many acres. And then we click Save. We're going to show you how to enter a whole year's worth of farming operations. When you're actually using field values, you'd be recording your operations throughout the season as they occur. Next, we'll click the Add Edit link for the fertilizer operations. Here we can enter how many pounds of nitrogen, phosphate, potassium, and sulfur we've put on. And we can also use other units. And we can choose our application type and date, and then hit Save. Next, we'll select the Field Prep Add Edit link. Here we can adjust field cultivation, superculture, disc, and harrow options, and put in the dates and quantities. If, for instance, you cultivate a field twice in spring, it was only deemed necessary to record the date of the most recent cultivation. While you can record field operations at any point, Field Values is designed to allow you to quickly record operations while they are in progress or immediately upon completion. Thus, normally you can just tap the T button to quickly insert today's date, and the Y button quickly inserts yesterday's date for in case you're recording it the next day. Next, we'll look at planting operations. Here we can enter how much seed was used per acre in a variety of units, the date planted, as well as select which type of equipment was used in the planting. Also, should the field be drowned out or have poor germination, there's a second planting option, which hopefully you'll never have to use. Next, we'll look at mid-season operations. Here we can enter row cultivation, and in the case of potatoes, power hiller. Here you'll notice we can record the date for each operation. Next, we'll look at the spraying and chemical section. First, you'll notice each of these sections have a calculator link to pop open an on-screen calculator. It's similar to a pocket calculator, but also has a button for the total number of acres, as well as the number of seeded acres. To record spraying a chemical, you can type it in the defined chemical area, or select it from the predefined list, which is customizable for your operation. Once you have the chemical type selected, you can enter the quantity of units applied per acre in a variety of units, and enter the price per unit, as well as the date sprayed. You can also check the box to include the cost of application. You can define up to 15 chemicals to be sprayed on a field. Next, we'll look at the harvest section. Here we can select whether we used the swather, a bean cutter, a combine, what type of header, grain cart, as well as potato equipment. You'll notice that on basically every operation, you can leave the default cost checkbox selected to use the master cost per acre value that is unique to your farm that has been previously calculated and entered into the system. Or you can specify another cost, possibly unique to that field, such as if you get a few fields custom harvested. Next, we'll look at the storage and trucking options. Here you can enter your grain drying costs, your trucking costs, and storage costs. Next, in the fall tillage section, you can select deep tiller, field cultivator, coulter, and disc. Keep in mind that if there's things you see that you don't need, or things you'd like to see, we can customize it for your farm. In the other field costs section, you can select crop insurance, quota fees, land taxes, a land cost amount, such as loan or rent payments, as well as other costs such as office expenses, and there's an additional custom option that you can use for whatever you might need. As we've been selecting which field tasks have been performed, Field Values has been tracking and keeping a running total of all the expenses on both a per acre and entire field basis. You can view all the expenses on a per item basis, and at the bottom are the totals. At any point in the year, you can compare the running total of expenses with the potential income by estimating a selling price and yield, and thus forecasting the profitability of the field, which is displayed in values for both per acre and the field as a whole. Each field also has a comments section where you can add comments specific to the field. The date is automatically added. Field Values is designed to produce printer-friendly reports that you can print or save as PDF files. The print preview option in your browser will allow you to preview the report, which displays how the editing and navigation links are automatically removed, and a report header including the current date is automatically added. Navigating between fields and Field Values is quick and simple. You can either enter the field ID and press Go, or return to the dashboard and select the next field you wish to access. If you wish to return to the field you were just viewing, there are links provided for that as well. Finally, let's take a look at the administration side of Field Values. It can be accessed from the link below the dashboard. On the default Administrate Costs and Values page, all the master costs for your operation are entered, and these values are used across the fields. We'll set up field values customized to your farm, and there's a helpful spreadsheet we provide that helps you determine what the costs unique to your operation actually are. Obviously, these might change a few times throughout the year with varying fuel costs, wage changes, and changes in equipment payments and major repairs. On the Add Field page, you can add a new field and also add, remove, and rearrange the order that fields display on the dashboard. On the Crops page, you can enter the crop types, brands, and varieties that are available in the drop-down menu on your fields. On the Sprays page, you can customize which chemical names appear on the drop-downs in the Sprays section. There are also options to change your login password, as well as download a backup copy of your field data. Field Values allows you to track everything you've done to your fields. It's very quick and easy to learn and use, and can be accessed from mobile devices, so you can always stay on top of your field records. You can use it in crop planning to quickly simulate if certain types of crops have potential to be profitable, and you can use it after harvest to see which fields year after year are underperforming. But it really shines during mid-season, when you don't have time to do accounting, and you want to know what sort of margin you have on a particular field when deciding whether to spray it again. With today's input costs, it's crucial that as a farm manager you are in the know. Contact us today about getting field values customized for your farm.